be with us always. I would crush even the moon herself so that it is preserved.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another exciting episode of Busted Open. Busting it open since 2007, and today we are going to review Storm Collectibles Darkstalkers Demitri. I love Darkstalkers. Well, his name is DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF. I love Darkstalkers. I've loved Darkstalkers since its release in 1994. I've always loved the colorful backgrounds, the big, large sprites, and animation within it. I love the lore, how they took Western monsters and folklore, whatever the case may be, and put it into a fighting game. Upon playing this game, my first selection that I played with, because I was a big Shoto fan back then, right? And those with with like similar moves to Ryu and Ken. And again, this game was, well, this character is from a Capcom game called Darkstalkers. And later on, it was called Darkstalkers Revenge and Night Warriors. It was made by Capcom, and each rendition of it I love. And upon me playing this game, my first character that I picked was DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF. This right here took the 2D fighting game genre to another level, because like the sprites and the animation and the movement in it, and the how can I say, the graphics that were in this game were literally cutting edge for that time. And Demitri was one of my favorites. Darkstalkers, also known as Vampire in Japan, is a Capcom fighting game released in 1994. The game, 2 additional sequels, Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, and Darkstalkers 3. Both games were released on PlayStation, Xbox. No, Xbox wasn't out at that time, but it was released on PlayStation and it was released on Xbox later on. And Darkstalkers Resurrection. Similar to the Capcom games, Darkstalkers has had many of its characters appear in crossover titles. The lore of Darkstalkers takes place on Earth and another dimension known as the Makai. In Makai, many of the creatures that we've come to fear are real and have passed between dimensions. And yes, DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF is a vampire. DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF is a vampire. His nationality is from Romania. His height is 6'6". He weighs 223 pounds. Oh man. And it says right here, it says DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF is a vampire who first appeared in Darkstalkers: The Night Wars. Demitri was also a playable character in Namco Capcom Project X Zone and its sequel SNK vs. Capcom, SVC Chaos, and Capcom's very own Capcom Evolution. He's particularly known for his special moves, the Midnight Bliss, and that's when he just walks up to you and grabs you. Be like, "Come on, baby." Demitri has been voiced in almost all his notable video game appearances by Nobuyuki Hayama in the English releases of Namco's Cross Edge. He is voiced by Richard F. Carr in Night Warriors. Darkstalkers Revenge OVA, Demitri was voiced by Akio Atsuka, while in the English version he was voiced by Paul Dobson, also known as the voice who voiced Dimitri's servant. This guy right here was one of my favorites. So I mean, like, to have Storm do an action figure of this was just right up my alley. And please, you know who we got to thank for this. Captain Kenny, Count Kenny, let me get this right here. This figure right here to review. He gets like the real good stuff. I get good stuff, but he gets the good stuff. Literally. And like, I've never, I can't seem to thank this guy enough for doing this, So let's bring this a little bit closer right here. I could be talking about DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF forever, but right here we have the Storm logo. They have the nice image, video game image of DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF right there. says Darkstalkers Demitri right there. Capcom Company, all rights reserved right here. Beautiful image of him in his dark blue outfit. This one looks like it's from SVC Chaos right here. Not one of my favorite artworks, but I like it. You have Darkstalkers Demitri, Prince of Darkness in the back. Over here you have a beautiful product image of him right here. Darkstalkers, him doing different poses, different faces right there. They have a lot of poses right there. Look at this. He is looking great. Looking great. He's doing his grand fire right there. Oh, man. I love when he would do that. You can put oh man, look at this. This is beautiful. You know, you got the Storm logo down here. You know, you have it in Japanese or Asian, whatever language it is over here. Not sure. Barcode over here. And across the top, you have a little bit, and of course it's in the window box, as you can see. You have Darkstalkers on the top. It says Capcom over there. A little bit of window at the top, and inside you can see the figure on the bottom. It says Darkstalkers. And again, I love the way they did it in like a 32-bit image or 64-bit image right here. And it looks absolutely great. These are one of my this like literally takes me back to a time to when I used to go to the arcade faithfully and play video games. So let's check out the pack. We already checked out the package. Let's bust this guy open and see if he is worth the scratch.
Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack.
Okay, and here we have the accessories. As you know, I always go into the accessories first right here. But before I get into that, there was a nice instruction booklet that came inside of it for DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF instructions, where so you can peg in the different heads, the power blast, hands, and the bat right here. And you know, like the bat was usually when you did an EX move and the bat would attach to him, be chewing on him and stuff like that. But yeah, like this beautiful product image right here, you know, on the instruction manual right there. On the back, you know, the same little what do you call that, the graphics that they have in Darkstalkers, Storm Collectibles. And it also came with these nice graphics that you can put in the background back there if you want to just like get a nice little diorama going with Demitri, which is cool right there. And so yeah, those look great. Now get into the accessories right here. The accessories look absolutely amazing. Nothing less that I would expect from Darkstalkers or whatever. You have the bat right here, and this is the bat that you usually, when you do an EX move, it'll turn into this right here. And it is made out of a translucent hard plastic along the base right here and along the wings right here. Doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything like that. And it's definitely detailed and sculpted in the face. Looks real good. It goes between different hues of like yellow, orange to like this is like the fire bat, you know, right here. And then you have the power blast when he does the grand fire right there, or the chaos flare right there. This is when like he be like fire, fire, grand fire, and he'll throw it. Nice little power blast or energy blast right here. But Demitri deals in fire. So basically in this video, pretty ironic that him being a vampire. That's what I liked about Demitri. He was pretty much like, it's like he took the things that pretty much made him, that other vampires were terrified of, and he would just do it. He would just use it as a defense mechanism right here. And yeah, or an offensive measure, right? Offensive move right here. Then you have the hands right here, which are done very, very nice. These are done really nice right here, as you can see. Let me bring this a little bit closer, give you some more light so you can see these guys right here. This is done beautiful. You have the peg holes right there. Boom. And if I didn't mention, you can get like, it's the same translucent plastic that they have on the bat over there. That goes into an orange and then to a red. Nice traversal into the different colors, which I think is very nice. And it's done in a solid plastic. It doesn't feel cheap, and it's two separate pieces. So you can kind of like move this out or pull this out, whatever you want to do with it, but it's done separately. And it has a peg hole on here so that you can stick this into the stand holes right here and have him doing a fire blast, whatever the case may be. This is good. This is real good, looking very good. Then over here, you have some more hands. Let me bring this back a bit. Be very careful. You have some nice hands right here. And again, like there's nice sculpting in them. Not that much shading or anything like that, but you can see somewhat of a nail going on right there. It looks very good. And another set of hands right here that look very, very good. And of course, they got peg holes. Then over here, you have the two separate heads right here, which look very good. I've always loved the look of DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF, and they really captured the essence of DEMITIRI MAXIMOFF right here. I'm loving the sculpting in the face. It looks very good. It's not overdone. It looks like what you would expect, not only from the artwork, but from the video game as well. Peg hole on the bottom. Hair sculpting is pretty good. Not that much washing it, but you don't need it with Demitri. This is how Demitri looked in the video game and in the artwork that they would do. This is a very good job of Demitiri Maximoff right here. The ears are sculpted very nice. Everything looks great on him. Loving the lines in the hair. Hairline is basically how it is in the video game. And over here you have his pissed off face. Like, this is when he's like just really like about to get you. I'm loving the way they did the bridge of the nose, if you can see that right there. The bridge of the nose looks real good. Everything looks real good on this guy right here. Got a peg hole there. Nice sculpting around the mouth and the jowls. He has a nice scowl going on. Looks real good. Loving that nose. That nose looks great. And then you know what we got to do now. Oh, no. Then we have a base right here. Now the base, you can stick different peg holes in it. It comes with 4 of these right here so that you can stack them on top for when you do like dynamic poses, you know, so like he can do the Hadouken, whatever the case may be, or like the Chaos Flare, like the Hadouken move rather. You can plug these in right here. Boom. You'll get that going. Then you can peg in the other, like say like the bat. If you want to get the bat in there, look. You plug it into the bottom right there and boom. You can get the bat doing the thing right there. See? I didn't push it all the way down because I'm going to want to do, when I take some pictures, I'm going to want to like do different poses and different stuff like that. But yeah, those are the accessories. So he comes with approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like 16 accessories if you include every peg that comes with them. Now on to this wonderful, and I mean absolutely beautiful figure. All right. Let's bring this guy close and look at this. Demitri, this is Demitiri Maximoff right here, and he looks great. He is very chunky. He is very thick. I'm loving the design of it. I love the look. They captured the pure essence of Demitiri Maximoff. This looks like him from the video game. He is looking great all the way down to the colonial looking boots. Loving the cape, the ascot, the ruffles, and the ruffles around his wrists and everything like that. Now here's the thing. If you know anything about Demitiri Maximoff, this form, this outfit that he took, it's pretty much just an image to, or pretty much it's just a form of his demon form. Because basically this cape are his wings. Because if you ever see him when he goes into his super form, he looks terrifying. He looks terrifying. He has like clawed feet, but all of this, when he transforms into his demon form, this, you see where he pretty much used this type of clothing to pretty much shroud his true visage of what he looks like. And this looks great. I've always loved Demitiri Maximoff. I was a little bit upset when I found out he was a bad guy in the video game, but I mean, like, I love him. Love him. Love Demitiri Maximoff. This looks great. The side profile looks great. I love the way they put the bend in his nose like it's supposed to be. You got some nice eye glaring right there. The nice frown, a scowl that he usually keeps on his face. You never see Demitri smiling unless he's doing the Midnight Bliss. Look at that. You have nice buttons down the side of his pants right there. This looks like Demitiri Maximoff. And unlike the image you saw in the box, this right here is a true image of what Demitiri Maximoff was upon his first release right here. It wasn't until later on they started making them, or like, you know, when you would choose different colors, but this is the original color, like an off soft blue, but like a grayish blue right here. The cape is done in a nice vinyl right here. This is a nice vinyl. And of course, you know, he comes with alternate heads so that you can move them. You have like, I'm loving the vest right here within the vinyl, and the suit jacket or the tunic that he has going on looks very good, as you can see right here. I'm loving the shape of his body right there. The back looks great. Muscle in the arms look fantastic. This is Demitiri Maximoff, and it looks great. It looks great. Now, there's not much detail in the boots, and the whole outfit is basically done in the flat. It's done in a flat gray. Now, to keep video game accurate, I think they did a fantastic job, because you don't want too much darkening or too much wash on Demitiri Maximoff, because then he would lose his distinctive look. But he looks great. Head sculpt is great. Hair is great. Cape is great. Boots are amazing. Loving that. Side the buttons going down the side of the pants are great. This looks fantastic. I'm loving. I've always loved the ruffles on his wrist that he has right here. The form-fitting suit, like he's so muscular to where as though this is how his suit fit him. But it is basically just his form, just hidden in a suit form. Because if you see him in his monster form, he looks like this. All of these are his wings. The cape is his wings right here. And this right here is like part of how big his hands are and everything. That's another thing too I always loved about Darkstalkers, how big they used to draw the hands and everything. The first, I would say like the first artist for Darkstalkers within the video game, and I had like a collector's manual, I loved it. Absolutely loved it, because the artwork was amazing. Now as far as articulation right here, and I love this scarf around his neck. Now, as far as articulation right here, it goes all the way. It can go all the way around, but this right here, the cape, which is done in the vinyl, and again, this figure is very heavy. It's constructed very well, engineered very well as well. The head can go all the way around, all right, but a bit of this cape right here is, constricts it or prohibits it from moving all the way around. Got some nice butterfly joints going on at the chest, and look, you can even get like a flex motion going on right there. You have ball sockets at the biceps and everything like that. Double hinged elbows, twist at the wrist. Everything is looking good. You have an ab crunch and a twist going down at the waist right here. There is so much articulation. Then you have ball sockets. You have ball joints in the crotch right here. Double hinged knee going on. Twist at the, no twist at the thigh though. No. Well, yeah, twist along the ball joint in the crotch right here. Any calf twist? No calf twist, but a double hinged knee. You have toe pivoting, you have ankle pivoting and twisting going on right here. Nice toe pivot if you want, and it's nice and stiff, which is what I like right there. This figure is absolutely beautiful. The coloring, there is a little bit of bleeding, or I would say an uneven etching along the cuffs of his wrist, the cufflinks on his wrist and everything. And these actually move around so that you can take these off if you want to, once you pull the hands off. Now, this figure is absolutely amazing. You have another red going on here on the back. I'm loving the way they did his back right here. He looks absolutely amazing. They did a fantastic job. This figure is A1. I love Demitiri Maximoff. Always been one of my favorites. Now, all I need to make is Victor von Gerdenheim, Jetta, which I'm going to tell you my favorites. Victor von Gerdenheim, Demitiri Maximoff, Jetta, John Talbane, Rikuo. They've always been my favorites. Always been my favorites. Because like they were very speedy characters and stuff like that. Or I just love the style of them. Now, Victor von Gerdenheim, I loved him because he, like the animation, you can tell he was one of the characters they put a lot of animation to. Now, not getting off topic, this figure is beautiful. Look at the eyebrows on it. The head sculpting is great. Everything is great on this guy. Loving the muscle detail that they got going on. They did a great job, an amazing job. And there are different points of articulation within the midsection right here. As I told you before, there's a ball waist joint in here. There's a ball joint in the waist, and then another one up here towards the abs right here. Now you can take this cape off if you want to, but I mean, like, you don't want to. I don't really want to do it, and so I'm not going to do it. But you can change the heads, and I'll show you how he looks with a couple of different heads when I come back. Okay, and look, if you bring that back, you can see that there's a vest under this suit jacket, which is very cool. I think I covered everything. No, he doesn't have any holes on the bottom of his feet or anything like that. But again, this figure is absolutely amazing. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're liking this. I am loving this figure right here. Thank you, Count Kenny, for giving us this beautiful figure to review. And it is amazing. And again, it is a very nice chunky figure. So let me take some pictures and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay?
Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round.
you understand? I give you double, baby, I'm the trouble man. Don't you cry, I will try, only tears will be alright, oh my love. Don't you cry, I will love you, never leave you alone, yeah. Gonna be in trouble, it's getting out of hand. Gonna be in trouble, yeah, baby, and the man. Wanna rumble? How about tonight? They want a war, just let me fight, yeah. Gonna be in trouble, baby, I'm a trouble man. Wanna fight or come on, don't you understand? I give you double, baby, I'm the trouble man.
Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack. Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack.
So as a whole, I think this figure is absolutely stunning. Even if you're not a fan of the Darkstalkers series and you just want to get in, like, I mean, you may just like this figure just for the simple fact that it's crafted and beautiful as well as it is. And again, it has pinless joints, as you can see right here. But the sculpting on this figure, the engineering, the design and aesthetics of this figure is absolutely beautiful. And he's nice and thick, as I would perceive Dimitri Maximoff to be. Now he's coming in at about, let's see, he is coming in at close to 8 inches. Yeah, this is a big guy. This is a big guy right here. Trust me when I tell you. Here he is standing next to Master Universe Masterverse figure, Skeletor. And you know, these figures are coming in, these figures right here are coming in at 7 inches. So this guy is big. He is very big. Here he is next to Storm Collectibles. Who is this guy? How can I forget? Haomaru. Haomaru is one of my favorites, and as you can see, they're from the same company, but they scale very well in tandem with each other because Haomaru is not a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So they did the scaling very well with him. And he stands up very well. I'm not having issues standing him up. Here he is with Master Universe Classics, He-Man. He-Man is little man in front of this dude right here. I've always loved the attitude or the personality that Dimitri Maximoff has had. He just wants what he wants. He cares nothing about you. He hates the Makai. He hates the world he's in. He hates everything. Here he is next to a G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Trooper. Man! And here he is next to our boy, David Nora. I don't think the way you treat the women and you do the Midnight Bliss without teaching me and involving me in the... Yeah. So, yeah, this figure is absolutely beautiful, as you can see. And yeah, to swap the heads is actually really easy. Let me bring this a little bit closer for you guys so you can see. Take it off very easily right there. And there you can put like his other head that goes on really easy. And the head snap on and off very easily. You can do that with the hands as well. And this is, who the fuck you think you talking to, face? This is his. Let's take that one off. Put the other one off. This is the, come on, baby. And he's about to do the Midnight Bliss. About to do the Midnight Bliss. And again, to change the hands is very easy. It's just as easy as pulling, you know, just pulling them off. And they're done on pegs too. The pegs are very easy, so you don't have to worry about destroying anything or ruining anything like that. you know. And you can see in the pictures that I took that there are some nice, you know, I love this right here. Look at that hand. You think you can defeat me? Grandfire! Look at that. Look at that pose, boy. Look at this man. Boy, man, look at this motherfucker right here. But yeah, man, I am loving this figure right here. I am absolutely loving it. It is beautiful. It is a masterpiece right here. I am loving this action figure. I don't know what to tell you. Go out and get it. Go out and get it. And me, myself, I'm loving it because it's in the beautiful gray and blue color that I remember him being introduced into this, introduced as in, or rather that color, like the dusty bluish gray look that he has going on right now, which I absolutely love. This figure looks great. This figure looks great. Yeah, but yeah, check him out. Definitely pick him up. There's different places you can pick him up at, and yeah, I told you before it has a stand and everything like that. But I had to take a break from doing some figure reviews for a while because I've had some very bad things. I lost a very, very good friend that I considered a brother for many years. He's the one who actually got me into fighting games and playing competitively online and stuff like that. No, I haven't been in no major tournaments or anything, but just playing fighting games, perfecting them. And his name was Frederick Prime. And I just lost him. And he and I have both been friends since the 7th grade. He was the one that introduced me to Street Fighter and so on and so forth. And I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know. I mean, he was a wonderful man. And by me reviewing this figure right here reminded me of him, because when Darkstalkers came out, I was like, bro, I said, he took me to the arcade. He said, I see this game that you might like. It's just too much all over the place. He said, but I like it. Like, because Fred was the type of person, he didn't like too much change, but because we came from playing Street Fighter 2 and stuff like that, and Mortal Kombat. To him, Darkstalkers had too much animation. There was too much stuff going on. So he knew I loved games that were all over the place, or hyperactive games, or high ADHD games. And so he was like, yeah, play this. He played this with me for a bit, but we always reverted back to Street Fighter. But he was the one who introduced me to Darkstalkers and Street Fighter. And for that, you know, amongst many other things, I will miss Fred. You know, it's just been a rough time for me. I had a couple other things that occurred. The furnace went out and everything like that. Then I had a guy that tried to swindle me with the furnace. And, you know, it was just a rough time. It was a rough time these past, from Christmas to up until now. But we're getting back on track now. I don't want you guys, you know, guys and gals that are, you know, members or Tough Nerd, part of the Tough Nerd family, to give up on me or anything like that. I'll be putting out video and content more often now. I just had to reset myself, and I'm still grieving a bit, but this right here is how I get back on the horse, by giving good action figure reviews. And because Fred would want me to keep going on, man. He would want me to keep going on. So with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And remember, when you buy a toy, what do? Bust it open. Grand fire!
And what are you?
I've grown so weary of the demon world. Will you amuse me?
Milady, I'd love to.
Chivalry lives.
I see the demon world yet holds true. The 100 years I spent on Earth building this power have not been wasted. I almost regret that the outcome of our little match has been decided. There can be but one victor today, and that is I.